in the last session, we have discussed about the production of sugar from sugar cane. Here, sugar canes are actually washed to remove the mud and debris. Canes are actually chopped and they are crushed, and actually sugar cane juice is extracted by passing the sugar canes through the 4 pressure mills to extract the juice. Right. Here, during the extraction process, each pressure mill is made up of cast iron rolls. The rolls are grooved and the width decreases from the first roll to last roll. The makeup water is added to the third and fourth mill and is recycled back to the first and second mill. About 90% of juice is extracted from the sugar canes, and after extraction of sugar cane juice, the remaining solid material is known as bagasse and is obtained as a byproduct. In general, 2 methods of clarification are available for the manufacture of white sugar, that is sulfonation and carbonization. To precipitate the colloids, calcium phosphate is added, followed by milk of lime. The milk of lime is used to about 9 to 10% strength and about 400 milligrams calcium oxide per liter of solution. Apart from maintaining pH of about 7, sulfur dioxide gas also acts as a bleaching agent. The sulfur dioxide gas is actually bubbled through the solution, which actually acts as a acidifying agent as well as bleaching agent. Phosphoric acid or carbon dioxide can also be substituted as acidifying agent depending upon the type of juice extracted. At the bottom of the clarifier or thickener, mud are settled and drained and dried and discarded. The juice which is obtained as overflow from the thickener is passed through a filter and then to a evaporator. Here the juice is concentrated up to 40% water content and the juice is ready for crystallization. Usually vacuum pan crystallizers are used to crystallize the concentrated cane sugar juice. Clarified concentrated sugar solution is fed to the crystallizer. Crystallization is completed in vacuum pan units. The mixture of crystals and syrup is known as massicute. The massicute from the crystallizer is centrifuged in basket type centrifuge to remove the mother liquor, that is molasses, and which is the byproduct of the sugar industry. A high grade sugar crystals are obtained here. The mother liquor further treated to remove the 1 or more crops of crystals. The crystals are pressed, graded, screened and packed. After taking out the crystals, the remaining liquid is called molasses, which is used in the distilleries for the production of beverages, wines, etc. In today's session, we will discuss the refining of raw sugar. The refining of raw sugar is done by 2 methods. One is affination and another one defecation. In affination, this is the first step wherein the sugar crystals are treated with heavy syrup that is 60 to 80 bricks, in order to remove the film of adhering molasses. This strong syrup dissolves a little or none of the sugar, but softens or dissolves the coated impurities. This operation is carried out in a heavy screw roll conveyor called minglers. The resulting syrup is removed by centrifugation, and sugar crystals obtained is washed with water. These sugar crystals are dumped into melter, where syrup from the centrifuge, a part is sent to mingler and remainder is diluted and sent to either clarification or refiltration, where it is boiled with remelt. Here they are dissolved in hot water and part with sweet water from the filter press. Second one is defecation or clarification. In this is carried out by mechanical or chemical process. In mechanical clarification, diatomaceous earth or similar inert materials are added, then the pH of the solution is adjusted to 7 to 7.3, followed by the mixture is filtered, which gives a clear solution with slightly improved color. This is in the chemical treatment. A frothing clarifier or carbonation system is used. A frothing agent is added to the liquor and the air is bubbled through it at 65 degrees Celsius, where it is heated and foam is formed, which carries or raises the tricalcium phosphate and other impurities to the surface of the clarifier, from where it can be removed or skimmed off. This method reduces the coloring impurities to about 25 to 45%. In the carbonation process, carbon dioxide is added from the flue gas scrubber to dissolve the sugar solution, where calcium carbonate is precipitated. This precipitate carries down about 60% of color forming impurities, which can be removed by filtration. Next method of refining sugar is decolorization. Here, the clarified juice which is free from soluble material but contains dissolved impurities, which can be removed by percolation through bone char or activated carbon can also be used, which can be carried out at about 80 to 82 degrees Celsius temperature. The resulting product is a clear water white syrup. On continuous use, the char loses its decoloring ability and it is vivified or regenerated. This is carried out every 1 hour. The char is washed, removed from the bed and then roasted. A continuous decolorizing process is also in use. The darker liquor is treated either with bone char or synthetic bone char or activated carbon, or by similar combination or by chemical method. When bone char loses its decoloring ability, it can be regenerated by carefully heating up to 500 to 600 degrees Celsius in the muffle furnace, but the active surface would not be oxidized away. So this is about decolorization. Decolorization alli bone char ಅಥವಾ activated carbon bed alli ಈ clarified juice ಅನ್ನ actually percolate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ activated carbon or bone char ಈ ಕಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಬಾಡೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ವಿದಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ವಾಟರ್ ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Then we'll discuss about beet sugar. ಬೀಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಮರಗೆಣಸು ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಪೊಟೇಟೋನ ಬೀಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಬೀಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಶ್ಡ್, ಸ್ಲೈಸ್ಡ್, weighed and cut into narrow strips called coffettes. These coffettes are dropped into a specially designed countercurrent diffusion cell. The sugar is extracted countercurrently with hot water up to 70 to 80 degrees Celsius temperature. The resulting black juice contains 10 to 12% sucrose. The pulp is dewatered in a filter, pressed, dried and in a rotary dryer and sold as cattle feed. The filtrate contains sugar solution, is screened to remove the foreign materials. Then the milk of lime is added to precipitate some of the undesirable impurities and followed by carbon dioxide is next bubbled through the juice to convert any calcium saturate to carbonates. By adding a small amount of anti-foaming agent, the foam can be avoided. Foaming can be avoided. The juice is filtered. The filtrate in the filter press, sulfur dioxide is bubbled through the juice, which precipitates calcium sulfide, which can be removed by filtration. Sulfur dioxide acts as a bleaching agent and acidifying agent. Purified juice is concentrated in multiple effect evaporators up to 70% of sugar content, then decolorized by passing over bone char, and then crystallized in vacuum pan crystallizer, where sugar crystals are formed. The crystals are separated by centrifuging, drying, screening and graded and then packed. Then we will discuss, this is about the production of beet sugar. We will discuss about the production of gur sugar next. Gur sugar is known as villager sugar. The other name is jaggery. The jaggery is known as villager sugar and is a low cost product made by a simple evaporation process. About 60% of sucrose for edible purpose in India is consumed in the form of gur or jaggery. It is produced from the sugar cane. The cane juice is extracted. Impurities are coagulated by addition of a vegetable-based viscirigent and skimmed off the top. The clarified juice is then concentrated in an open pan evaporator until a correct consistency is achieved by solidification. This is then contains 80 to 85% solids. The solidified product is then run into, that is partially solidified product, that is pasty material, is then run into can packages and mold from the bottom of the open pan evaporator. It is a dark brown colored solidified paste at room temperature. It contains some desirable minerals like iron. So like this, the gur sugar or jaggery is produced. Let us see some of the MCQs. Number 1, affination operation is carried out in dash. Option A, thickener. Option B, mingler. Option C, evaporator. Option D, crystallizer. Option B is the right answer. It is mingler. Question number 2. In the mechanical clarification or defecation, dash is used to added to the sugar solution. Options are bauxite. Option B, China clay. Option C, diatomaceous earth. Option D, none of these. The right answer is option C, diatomaceous earth. Third question, in carbonization process, dash is added to precipitate calcium carbonate from the sugar solution. Options are option A, sulfur dioxide. Option B, carbon dioxide. Option C, sulfur dioxide. Option D, phosphorus pentoxide. Option B is the right answer, that is carbon dioxide. Fourth question, the dissolved impurities or coloring materials from the sugar syrup is removed by percolation in dash. Option A, bone char. Option B, activated clay. Option C, diatomaceous earth. Option D, bentonite. Correct answer is answer A, option A, that is bone char. Question number 5. Sugar from beets is extracted by using dash. Options are hexane solvent, B, hot water, D, ethylene glycol, C, hot alkaline solution. Option C is the right answer. No, option B, hot water. Option B is the right answer. That is hot water. Hot water is used to extract sugar from the beets. Sixth one, in the production of gur sugar, the sugar solution is concentrated in dash. Options are single effect evaporator, B, multiple effect evaporator, C, open pan evaporator, D, vacuum pan evaporator. Option C is the right answer, open pan evaporator. Thank you.